Imagine a yacht so stunning that Bill Gates paid $5 million just to rent it for a single week. Now, imagine the man who bought that same yacht on a whim for over $500 million. This is Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, and a member of the House of Saud. With an estimated combined net worth of $1.4 trillion, the Saudi royal family lives a life beyond comprehension. Palaces, super yachts, private jets, and golden supercars are merely the beginning. Let's take a look inside the world's richest royal family. To understand the immense wealth of Saudi Arabia's monarchy, it is important to know their roots and origins. So let's go on a journey starting from the very beginning to where this powerful yet controversial royal family stands today. In 1932, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia was established by Ibn Saud, and since then, the House of Saud has ruled over the country as what many term an absolute monarchy. The king has total control over the land and is expected to answer only to Sharia law and the Quran. Today, King Salman bin Abdulaziz sits on the throne, steering the wheel of this oil-rich country and Middle Eastern giant. His son, Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, commonly known as MBS, has become one of the most influential figures in global politics and business. However, the story was not always one of good fortune. Saudi Arabia was once one of the poorest countries in the world. Their only sources of revenue were religious pilgrimage and agriculture. Under the House of Saud, this changed dramatically when oil reserves carrying an immense wealth of crude fuel were discovered in 1938. On March 4th of that year, Saudi Arabia first struck oil with its first commercial well, and the wells are still flowing with vast resources today. 3 years after this discovery, they developed friendly business relations with the United States, and thus began a journey into wealth and prosperity. The oil fields were developed by the Arabian American Oil Company, which is now Saudi Aramco. At the beginning of its operations, the company was controlled by the United States, but today the company is worth trillions of dollars and constitutes a core part of the immense wealth of the Saudi royal family and the country as a whole. 2 decades short of a century after it was founded, Saudi Arabia is the only Arab country that is part of the G20 major economies. It is recognized by the World Bank as a high-income economy with a high human development index. This is the backstory to the wealth of Saudi Arabia's richest family. Now let's dive into what this wealth has afforded them. Members of the royal family have been frequently termed lavish spenders, but when you have such immense wealth, spending is simply not a problem. Al Yamama Palace is the official residence of the royal family from which royal duties are performed. Official meetings, VIP receptions, and council meetings are held here, with the king and the crown prince overseeing the affairs of the kingdom. It is located in the country's capital city of Riyadh, and it is a clear symbol of the wealth and opulence of the Saudi royal family. The expansive compound gives the palace the semblance of a mini-city. Sprawling greenery is carefully manicured to create perfect symmetry. Incredibly high walls feature carvings that depict the finesse of Arabian architecture. The interior is, indeed, a sight for sore eyes, with floor-to-ceiling paneled windows, the finest Italian marble flooring, and intricately carved ceilings. Expensive carpets add a luxurious and lush feel to the rooms. Other notable features include exquisite and elaborate chandeliers, gold-plated doors, and rich upholstery throughout. Due to the royal family's penchant for privacy, not much is known about the complete interior of the palace, but we do know that there are 400 rooms in the palace and several magnificent living rooms for meetings and lounging. The sheer scale is almost incomprehensible. Other palaces include the Murabba Palace, a historic 32-room residence built in the 1930s for King Abdulaziz Al Saud, the founder of Saudi Arabia. On January 15, 2008, President George W. Bush watched a traditional sword dance at the Maraba Palace in the company of the royal family during a diplomatic visit. He was pictured holding a sword over his shoulder during the event. Again, in 2017, President Donald Trump was entertained with the same captivating sword dance at a royal banquet hosted in the palace. But perhaps no residence captures the royal family's appetite for luxury quite like Chateau Louis XIV. This residence holds the distinction of being the most expensive home in the world when it was purchased in 2015 for an astonishing price of $300 million. The buyer's identity was carefully undisclosed. However, in 2018, it became clear that this magnificent castle belonged to none other than Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. One of the first sights on entering the castle grounds is a statue of Louis XIV, a highly revered figure in France who is known as the Sun King. It was carved in Carrara marble and sits in the middle of the expansive garden courtyard. Another fascinating view in the outdoor area is a fountain of gold-coated structures from which water sprouts elegantly. Pyramid-shaped trees lead to a labyrinth, and the grounds also house a stable and farmhouse. The making of this edifice took 3 years and over 200 skilled workmen. The hard work paid off, as the chateau embodies beauty in every detail. A gold-plated oakwood door ushers you inside. It bears a sculpture of the sun god on horseback as a victorious Roman emperor. The interior has marble surfaces, specially commissioned paintings, ironwork, stone carvings, and silk drapings throughout. The best technology was also incorporated into the building. Mechanized window shutters, ambient lighting, reversible air conditioning, and a powerful speaker system can all be easily controlled from an iPhone. The home is complete with a 3,000-bottle wine cellar, a squash court, ballrooms, a movie theater, an underground nightclub, and a swimming pool. At the center of the drawing room, a breathtaking sight is embedded in the ceiling. It is a trompe-l'oeil painting of a paradise of flowers, inspired by a fresco painting done by Charles Lebrun. Le Château de Lumière, the Palace of Light, belongs to Khalid bin Salman Al Saud, the brother of the Crown Prince and former Saudi ambassador to the United States. It is located in Great Falls, Virginia. In 2017, the prince was still a student at Georgetown University when he acquired the property for $12 million. It features 8 master suite bedrooms, 13 bathrooms, a ballroom, and multiple living and dining rooms, with rare customized antique furniture and crystal chandeliers. It would be a gross mistake to mention the riches of the royal family in Saudi Arabia without also listing the super yachts where they spend a significant amount of time each year, and needless to say, an insane percentage of their fortune. The super yacht Prince Abdulaziz once held the title of the largest yacht in the world until it was usurped by the super yacht Dubai in 2006. It was built in 1984 by Helsingør Værft, a renowned yacht maker, on the order of King Saud. He named her after his son, Prince Abdulaziz, who is the current owner. It took 15 months to complete. To date, the yacht remains in the Saudi royal fleet, and it is often used to conduct business activities as well as leisure outings. It is valued at $100 million, with yearly maintenance expenses of $10 million. The yacht can house 64 guests and a 65-man crew. The Kingdom 5 KR was once owned by Saudi billionaire arms dealer Adnan Khashoggi. This 281-foot super yacht was built in 1980 and named Nabila after the businessman's daughter. It has since been purchased by Saudi Prince Al Walid bin Talal, but it has a long history of ownership. In 1988, Khashoggi was in a financial crisis, so he sold it off. The Sultan of Brunei acquired it briefly. Afterward, Donald Trump purchased it for $29 million and named the yacht Trump Princess. By 1991, Trump had run into immense financial debt as a businessman and then sold the yacht to Al Walid for $20 million. The prince renamed the yacht Kingdom 5 KR. Kingdom being the name of his multi-billion-dollar conglomerate, 5 his lucky number, and KR the initials of his children. But perhaps no yacht captures the royal family's appetite for luxury quite like the Serene. In 2014, one of the richest men in the world, Bill Gates, rented this stunning vessel for $5 million a week. That same year, Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman was on vacation in France when he spotted the astonishing yacht and made an immediate purchase to the tune of over $500 million. It can comfortably accommodate 24 guests in its 12 suites, as well as 62 crew members. There are speedboats, a VIP cabin, a sauna, a jacuzzi, a beauty salon, an elevator system, satellite communications, and full air conditioning throughout. The royal family also has a Boeing 777 valued at $320 million, belonging to Prince Mohammed bin Fahd. The full details of its interior are unknown, but it is rumored to be exquisitely furnished with the finest amenities and well-befitting for a royal experience mid-air. Prince Al-Walid bin Talal once planned to buy and customize an Airbus A380, which normally has a capacity for 400 passengers when used as a commercial aircraft. The proposed aircraft was to include a garage for a Rolls-Royce, a concert hall, an elevator from the tarmac to the plane, 20 VIP suites, a Turkish bath, and a prayer room with electronic mats that could automatically detect the location of Mecca. Sadly, this vision never became reality. While the Crown Prince is known for his expensive yachts and residences, he is not particularly focused on cars. However, 2 other princes are highly popular in this regard, with multi-million-dollar fleets of the rarest and most exclusive automobiles in existence. Let's begin with Prince Turki bin Abdullah, who owns a fleet of golden cars, including a golden Lamborghini, Bentley, and Rolls-Royce. All his exclusive cars are wrapped in head-turning pure gold vinyl, and he does not shy away from making a grand appearance every time he shows up in public. The prince is now in his early 30s, but has been building this collection since his 20s. His Lamborghini Aventador SV is one of only 500 in the world and is worth $1.2 million. The most expensive car in his collection is the Rolls-Royce Phantom Coupe at $4 million. Unlike other Arab billionaires, he frequently visits London with his vast array of cars to cruise around the busy metropolis. Next is Prince Badr bin Mohammed's car collection, which is considered one of the most impressive in the world. In 2019, he acquired what was then referred to as the most expensive car in the world, with a staggering price of $18.2 million. The model was none other than the phenomenal Bugatti La Voiture Noire. The royal family is not only interested in lavish spending, but also heavily invested in building wealth by maximizing opportunities and setting up sources of revenue. One such endeavor is Saudi Aramco, which is considered to be one of the highest revenue-generating companies in the world. It was named the most valuable company in the world based on market capital in 2022. As of recent reports, Saudi Aramco's refining capacity is 5.4 million barrels per day. The oil-rich Arab country has more than 100 oil and gas fields, including the largest onshore and offshore oil fields in the world. In recent times, the Saudi leadership, with Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman at the forefront, is making moves to diversify the economy and reduce dependence on oil production. To successfully execute this, the Public Investment Fund has been enriched significantly. In early 2022, it received 4% of Aramco shares, to the tune of about $80 billion. This has largely contributed to multiple investments in diverse sectors, including football, automobiles, and technology. The Public Investment Fund portfolio includes top companies such as Uber and Lucid Motors, an electric car manufacturer in California. By the third quarter of 2022, the fund had acquired shares worth $7 billion in United States companies such as Microsoft, Alphabet, Adobe Systems, Zoom, and Starbucks. In 2021, it also took over ownership of the British soccer team Newcastle United, paying about $370 million. The fund also founded a professional golf tournament known as Live Golf, positioned as the richest golf tournament ever held, with prize money exceeding that of other tournaments. Plans to build a new city with no streets, no cars, and no carbon emissions were announced in 2017. The proposed NEOM project is underway and expected to cost about $500 billion. It will be a self-dependent city with top-of-the-line facilities such as renewable energy systems, high-speed public transport, hospitals, green parks, and schools. Many have called the project a wild dream from a science fiction movie. It is being built along the Red Sea coast. Amidst this aggressive expansion, the Saudi Arabian government continues to face criticism for human rights violations, including allegations related to the death of journalist Jamal Khashoggi. The monarchy has refuted these claims. In addition to all these ventures, the royal family also has a world-renowned billionaire who has made an outstanding mark in the business world. He is none other than Prince Al-Walid bin Talal, grandson of Saudi Arabia's first monarch, King Ibn Saud. As of 2022, his net worth was $16 billion. He is the founder of Kingdom Holding Company, a canopy for his many business interests and worldwide portfolio. Kingdom Holding Company was established in 1980 as an investment company with holdings in diverse industries including real estate, tourism, hospitality, entertainment, petrochemicals, technology, aviation, financial services, and media. Kingdom Holding Company has a rich history of investments in top companies like McDonald's, Apple, Amazon, eBay, and Procter & Gamble. With such an affinity for business and wealth generation, the royal family may actually be amassing wealth faster than it is spending. However, only the future can tell. Until then, we keep our fingers crossed as we admire their luxurious lifestyle from a distance. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more interesting updates.